welcome to my new vlog. So here we are going to discuss about northern lights, which is a lot of question I have received from different many of you, that many questions like when we can see northern lights, where we can see northern lights, what is the criteria to see northern lights, if we book a igloo it's definitely we can see northern lights, or there are a lot of questions. So if you want to look for the information that when and where you can see northern lights, then this is the right video you are in. So stay tuned, I will answer all of your questions. So currently I'm at Helsinki airport and we live in Finland. So uh, based on our experiences we are going to share like when is the best time to see northern lights. Northern lights you can see basically any time of the year, but usually you will not be able to see them because of lot of daylight in the Arctic region. So that's why the preferable time is from September onwards. You can start getting seeing them, or August onward I say, until maybe April. But the most peak time when you can see northern lights is from November to I would say March maybe in first week or middle week of March. But after that in March it's a lot of daylight, like it's kind of a 12 hours of maybe 13 hours of daylight in the Arctic region. So the chances of seeing northern lights is less. Like lights when you can see is like when it's completely dark. So the reason you see in November, December, January, February is because that the daylight is very less, and it's usually like 1-2 hours of daylight in the Arctic region. And even in Helsinki or southern Finland also you'll be able to see, but chances are very less. Like in a month maybe one time you can see, but in Arctic region maybe it's like in a month you'll be able to see around 20 days odd. But the intensity you saw in different videos is completely different. What intensity basis you can see northern lights? So the videos and the photographs you see over the internet, that is on a day when the intensity is too high. So that if you think that you will come to Finland and you'll get to see that level of northern lights, then I would say don't come, because it's not like that every time you'll come and see that level of northern lights. So for that you may need to spend around 7 to 10 days, then your probability of getting see that intense of northern lights is higher. But then again I cannot promise you that you'll be able to see it, because it's a natural phenomena. And if it is cloudy, even though the other parameters are high, you will not be able to see that. What is the criteria to see northern lights? So you need to check the app. It's called Aurora now, or I'll give you a couple of apps name where you get a notification that in your location you'll be able to see northern lights or not. So in the app you can check the KP index is high or low, and not only KP index, it also depends on the other factor like solar winds, and there are 2-3 more factors. But app gives you a percentage of the chances. So they calculate the factors and they give you the percentage. So it's not only the KP is high, then only you will be able to see, but maybe the KP is around 3, still you able to see because the other factors are supporting you. So that can also happen. So that aspect the app will do for you, and you'll be able to see based on the chances. So now when you plan from maybe like other countries, you don't know that whether the percentage will be high or low, because the app gives you the percentage day wise. Like it can predict maybe 3-4 days earlier, but it is not like that it can predict like 1 month before or 2 months before. So you need to take a chance and then come to see northern lights. At least for safer side you save like 7 days I would say in Finland and in the Arctic region, then your chances are high. Can be your itinerary when you are coming to Finland for seeing northern lights. Your whole purpose of coming to Finland is just to see northern lights. So now I have received a lot of question on this, that I want to visit Finland, what can be my itinerary to see northern lights? So there is no specific such itinerary exist. As I mentioned in my previous points. So now the chances of seeing northern lights is like higher in the Arctic region. So Arctic capital is Rovaniemi. So start your journey from Rovaniemi. You can go to up north. You can try Sarisalka. You can try Klaxlothen. There are multiple igloos over there. They are very fancy igloos and it cost around 700 euro per night. So but there is no guarantee that if you stay in a igloo you'll be able to see northern lights. So if it is cloudy, then you will not. So it doesn't matter that how much money you spent on a night to see northern lights, but it depends on the nature. So even if you spend 700 euro on Klaxlothen or Levi, or there are multiple places, igloos are in Rovaniemi also there are. So you spend those much amount and you don't able to see, but maybe you are staying in a like cottage of 150 euro and you'll be able to see. It depends on the day prediction. So it's not like that if you book a igloo and you will get to see those fantastic lights over all your head like in the night. So it's not like that. I have given you a couple of location, and then Kilpisjärvi is also a good location, and you can go to Inadi, Ivalo. It's like Ivalo, there is an airport, you can directly go there. So that very much about Kusamo is another area where you can see. Basically up from Oulu your chances are getting high, but I would say from Rovaniemi your chances are better. So this is part of like Finland, but you can also see northern lights from Norway, Sweden. Basically in Sweden also, like Swedish Lapland, so it is like above Arctic Circle you need to go. So there are a couple of very nice places like Kiruna you can go, or Abisko National Park you can go. There is like Aurora viewing platform is also there, but all depends on the probability and the percentage on that particular day. So you never know what is your chances. It's not a negative kind of video, it's just to show you the reality of seeing northern lights. In the Norway you definitely can try for Tromso. There are many places in Norway, but it's usually above Arctic Circle. You can try for any places in any of the countries like Sweden, Norway, Finland, and then Iceland. Iceland, like from all over Iceland you can see, because the whole country is close to Arctic or just above Arctic. So there are many places to see northern lights, but the key thing is like from you need to be present exactly to the spot to see northern lights. So now the next question is, even if you reach a particular place, maybe one person is able to see northern lights and you are not able to see northern lights, or you are able to, the other person is not. So how can that happen? So it happens that choosing a right place at the right time is important. So like for viewing of northern lights you need to hunt for it. That's why they call it hunting of northern lights. It's not a like a scheduled time the nature will lit up. It's not like that. App can give you a prediction, but you need to wait for it, and waiting helps. Like if you like wait for something to happen in your life and you then get it, then something, there is a sense of achievement also. So that's what you will feel when you will see northern lights, because maybe you need to wait for 4 hours or 3 hours in like freezing cold. So maybe it's -15, -20 freezing cold and you are waiting, or maybe you can just see in like 5-10 minutes. So it depends on your luck, but you need to choose a place where it is like not in a light pollution, I'd say. So it is like maybe a lakeside. So in Finland we'd say lakeside is preferable, because Finland is a country of lakes, so there are multiple lakes, so you can find lakes any places. So you go to a lakeside, because that is naturally a darker side. So basically the point is getting a dark side, so that your eyes will not be like distracted with the other light pollution, so that you can clearly see in the dark place the lights. So that's the purpose of choosing a lakeside. It is naturally a dark place, so that you can clearly visible like northern lights. So that's the one point. And some question I received that whether I'll be able to see northern lights in the full moon or not. So that's like question is little bit debatable, but it's like you can see northern lights in full moon. It's not like you cannot see, but in full moon, if it is a faded northern light, so don't expect always it will be like moving, dancing aurora all over the sky. So that happens on some odd days. It's not a regular day thing. So on a regular day thing, if you see a faded northern lights, that you will not be able to see in uh, moonlight. So I will give you some of the picture what is I call a faded northern lights and what I call full bloom northern lights. So the gadgets you should use to like capture northern lights. So basically, if you, even if you don't see northern lights in your naked eyes, maybe your camera can capture. So this is actually true. So you can capture a better aurora through your camera lenses than your eyes. So that's one point. Now second point, what will be your camera settings to capture the northern lights? First thing is, I would say, don't capture and go for the capturing the aurora first. First enjoy through your naked eyes. Once you are done with that, then obviously you need some picture with aurora at the back end. So for that, I would say iPhone is like more than enough. Even if I have seen people are struggling with the DSLR with like proper settings and all, I am not a fond of DSLR, or I am not a technical person who knows like how to handle a DSLR properly. So I will not go for those settings. But in iPhone, I would say just go for a night mode and just capture in night mode with your iPhone 12 onwards. The iPhone is good enough to capture aurora. I have captured couple of very good shots of aurora, which very good, and maybe sometimes it is better than DSLR in some settings if DSLR is not using the correct settings. So go for iPhone, and normal phone also works. My friends has like Samsung phone, that also works. So before closing this video, like I want to you guys to be aware of that you need lot of layer of clothing, because aurora generally happens great show on a very colder day. Even in winter, if it's like very cold, then you can expect a good show of aurora. Not like in a cloudy condition, but in a like very bright day, you can expect a good aurora show when it is very cold. So it may happen that you need to wait for a longer time, like 2-3 hours, like over the sky you are looking for and hunting for aurora. So it's always better to have layering of the clothes. Here in Arctic region we also do like that. Even in Helsinki also it's sometimes required, and up north it's definitely required that you do the layering. So thermals, I would say up and bottom, and then one ski pants, that is for the bottom, and then for your top, like do fleece jacket, and then a heavy down jacket, and take a good pair of gloves, like very good pair of gloves, because you will feel cold on your hands, and maybe woolen socks and good snowshoe, and obviously a very good woolen cap. And if you want to like cover your this place, then you can use bluff. So I think that's pretty much. So the video will not conclude if I don't say you like how you will feel when you will see northern light for the first time. My feeling is I literally danced through my balcony like anything, like a crazy girl. I just danced with the aurora dancing. See, it's like something else. It's, you cannot compare with any feeling. It's like a sense of achievement. It's like something you never felt before, or your inner child is like very happy and danced through with like aurora dancing all over. So it's like that, and to like feel that feeling what I'm saying right now, you need to come to Finland, or you need to come to Norway or Sweden, anywhere, and enjoy aurora, and let me know how you felt when you see northern light for the first time.
If you like this video, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.